Okay, okay, so we have another trailer of a popular franchise that has a really, really low like ratio to dislike ratio, right? 2.4 thousand likes, 9.9 thousand dislikes, almost 10,000 dislikes. This is for Star Trek Section 31. It's a TV movie on Paramount Plus that couldn't look less like Star Trek if it tried. And before I just go through a couple of clips of it, okay, so this is what I've been getting over the years, and I've had a fair few detractors of people who don't like my particular takes on Star Trek. Let me tell you something. I won't be watching this. Okay, because I looked at the trailer. You know, people will say things like, "Oh, you're passing judgment on it, and you haven't even watched it." I wouldn't watch something like this. Have you watched it yourself? Are you going to tell me that this looks anything? I mean, it's some sort of like really dark, gritty aesthetic of Section 30 of Star Trek Discovery, but it's cyberpunkish as well. So we have like what looks like a young Philippa Georgiou, a character I never liked, totally un-Star Trek. It just everything about it visually just doesn't look like what am I watching here? This is just some sort of dark dystopian sci-fi movie. You know, it's like it just doesn't look like Star Trek. It doesn't have characters who look like they're Star Trek characters. There doesn't appear to be any sense of hope or optimism in this trailer. Does this look like anything that resembles Gene Roddenberry's vision of the future? Like, what's an eyeball there or something? Hold on a second. So there's an eyeball here. Let me just play this real quick. So eyeball there, Michelle Yeoh, and then she puts the eyeball in her mouth. Oh, it's delightful. Like what is this? Like, look at this. Do you think this looks like Star Trek? I want to watch Star Trek. I don't want to watch this. This is somebody calls itself Star Trek. So this is I'm just addressing the people who are going to say to me, "Oh well, you haven't watched it, so your opinion is irrelevant." I watched this. This is not something that there's lots of things I've seen trailers for where I go, "Oh, that's not for me." This isn't for me. It should be, because I've watched decades of Star Trek and liked it, with the exception of, you know, the first two seasons of Picard, Discovery, the JJ movies, but the vast majority of Star Trek, even the series that, you know, Voyager wasn't as strong as TNG, sure, but it was a mostly very good show. Like, even the average episodes of 90s Star Trek were far superior to most of the Star Trek that we get today. And I enjoyed all the original 5 sort of golden era Star Trek shows from the original series, TNG, DS9, Voyager, Enterprise, and the first 10 movies. Even Insurrection and Nemesis, the weaker of the first 10, I still find positives within them. I don't find any positives in modern Star Trek, with the exception of Picard Season 3. Like, does this look at all to you like Star Trek? Do these characters act, sound, look like Star Trek characters? What is this? Did anyone really seriously want a Section 31 TV series? And does this even... Here's another one. Sure, a Section 31 centric... movie, I should say. It's a TV movie, not a series. But, you know, originally it was supposed to be a TV series. It's worth pointing out. But this doesn't even look like what I thought it would look like. Oh, my God. Yeah, like... no. I don't know. Just have a look at the trailer yourself. That's all I wanted to say. Like, there's just life is too short to watch garbage like this. It's unpleasant. The characters are overly antagonistic. It's just, I don't know. It's such a lifeless, vacuous product. That's all you're getting. Do you think you're going to get a good story here? You know, you're going to get pained, angsty, awful character. What do we got? We got some sort of cyborgy android type guy there. We got a sort of a ragtag ensemble. You know, yeah. Is it trying to be a little bit like a dark, edgy Guardians of the Galaxy type thing? I don't know. I don't know what I'm watching here. I don't know what the hell this is. But I can tell you one thing. It's not Star Trek. It's not. What the hell? Oh, just do your thing, Paramount. Do your thing. Whatever. So those are my thoughts. Just a quick off the cuff response to the first opening teaser trailer for Section 31, the TV movie. Again, it was supposed to be a TV series starring Michelle Yeoh as Philippa Georgiou. Yeah, let's just read some of the comments. So, who is the target audience for this? It looks dreadful. If it hadn't Star Trek in the title, I wouldn't have recognized it as anything related. Exactly. Why do the current Star Trek handlers seem to think Section 31 is James Bond in space? Yeah, exactly. There is even an episode DS9 mocking that kind of concept. Section 31 were not supposed to be like the CIA or something, right? They were more like the NSA before they were declassified. So instead, people are just throwing around the term Section 31 like, everyone, they're the household name, right? They're not even that secretive in this particular version of Star Trek. Again, this is supposed to be in the 23rd century. This isn't Star Trek. I need an instant dose of DS9 to get this trailer out of my brain. Indeed. Somewhere Luther Sloan is shaking his head. To think that Rick Berman and Brannon Braga got so much flack in the 90s and 2000s for Voyager and Enterprise. The fan base owes those two a massive apology. I actually agree. I was also a harsh critic of Rick Berman back in the day, but looking back, I can see why he was so conservative. He didn't want Star Trek becoming something unrecognizable, which is what it has now. He was conserving Star Trek to the best of his ability to keep it as close to Gene Roddenberry's vision as possible. Even though maybe certain aspects of Star Trek did change over the years, DS9 and even Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country, had themes that, I don't think Gene Roddenberry loved, but Star Trek never really deviated that much from his vision. So Rick Berman was a very good custodian of the Star Trek franchise. They're not even hiding it. It's going to be bumpy and bad. Yes, clearly we see. Where's the Star Trek exactly? Yeah. Trailer was bad. The choice of music for this trailer was bad. Yeah, I think the entire concept was bad. Yeah, so I could go on like that. I'm stunned. This guy says, Michael Strathmore says, I'm stunned at how bad this looks. Not only does it not look like it was created from anyone that understands Star Trek, yes, but it looks like it wasn't created by anyone that understands Section 31 either. Yikes, what a mess. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. Rest in peace, Star Trek. Oh my God. Yeah, so 9,900 dislikes. I think that says it all. Well, there you go. Let me know what you think. You can check out the trailer for yourself if you can stomach it. Bad to worse for Star Trek, I'm afraid. I'm not surprised. And of course, we're going to be given something else that we didn't ask for and no fans wanted. Soon, there's going to be a Star Trek Starfleet Academy TV series based post-Star Trek Discovery's future era. How exciting. Can't wait for that. All right, then. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.